burning question. You guys just rolled in. You're unloading. Have you had dinner?
No.
No.
I had chips, and it made my mouth taste really bad, and so I really want to brush my teeth and then have a nice dinner.
Okay. Well, actually, you know what? We're here at the Park Theater, so there actually are some incredible restaurants, like even just across the street. So
Right.
what's your fancy?
Oh, well, we always go for pizza, but I think we're looking for some greens.
Greens?
Yeah.
Healthy? Really?
Yeah, totally.
Is this sort of like at this point in your career where you have to like get off the junk food?
Well, we're not 21 anymore, that's for sure. Yeah, we're learning the value of having some a balanced diet. Although I would say that we definitely love having pizza, exploring all of the pizza flavors of the country. That's
Well, you know what? We
Green
have some.
toppings.
Well, we have some of the best
green
pizza here.
peppers, lettuce. You put lettuce on pizza, can't you?
All right. Well, we'll get back onto the music side of things. C's. Congratulations, Chris, new album.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the band because it's kind of like a fusion, you could say.
Yes, it's an interesting. It's got a lot of rotating members. It's got a core group that like writes and records all the songs, but because we're all getting older now, we all have families. It's hard for everybody to tour and go and go on these adventures. So we have some friends out west who we've known for years and years and played in other bands, and so we talked to them, and they were willing to come out on this adventure, with us. So flew out to Edmonton, drove to Vancouver. We practiced for a couple days, and then we hit the road.
Wow, you know, there has some beauty into that though, right? Because you're veterans, you know it, the things that you face, but I see this a lot now with bands that are extending their longevity, right? You kind of, now you're is it safe to say you're kind of doing music that you want to do too as well?
Yeah, I think earlier I know for myself in my career I was looking to explore, like I would join a band so that I could go places with it, so I started playing bass in a band when I was quite young and touring, and I wanted to go on tour. That was the main thing. And then over the years, just started, I wanted to play guitar because that's sort of what I was brought up doing. And then I ended up joining an awesome band from Winnipeg called Sights and Sounds for years, many years. And then that was like, that blew up into Europe and Australia and all kinds of really awesome places. And yeah, you just kind of develop sort of, you start to see the time in your life become so much shorter the older that you get. So then, it really is about when can you afford to go away and do the music, and then, there'd be periods of time when we wouldn't be doing music at all touring, and then you'd be writing, and then it's like, well, you have these little moments where you can go on tour again. So so that's sort of where we are today.
And we're in the middle of sound check, but Adrian touched on a neat kind of thing, bringing in more instruments. So I think gone are the days, or there still are the good old rock and roll days, 4 guys or whatever, bass, guitar, drums, lead singer, but you gotta up the ante and add different musical instruments.
We just over the years have met so many talented people, and especially recording, just bringing in all these different friends we have from different places and just having them, add to the music it's really special, I think.
Yeah, so I guess the whole vibe now, you're older, wiser. Do things come easier?
What kind of things?
Depends, I guess.
Money, I don't know, fame, fortune.
No, I don't know. I think definitely, I think, like as I was saying, you're kind of refined sort of your vision of what you want to do or how you're doing it throughout the years of maybe doing it in ways that you didn't think were the right way to do it.
Right.
And so when you go to apply your belief to making music, then you can kind of go like, this is how I would like to see it done. And Chris and I have always seen eye to eye on it, and it's just kind of thrown at when it's time to do it, we take all the bits and pieces, throw it down, and then that's what we're going to do this week, this month, this tour, this album. So it's...
Well, and that's a great secret too, because you need to have those good relationships, right? Somebody to bounce ideas off of. Now when you think about the music, are you doing more music for yourselves than the popular fan base?
Always, I think. That's the way. Especially now, it's like when we were both in touring bands, and that was like our whole being and our whole life, and that's, we were still writing music for ourselves, but I think it was just a different way of looking at it. And now, like, we don't tour a lot. I have 2 kids, we have family, and it's just really important. This music I feel is just what's always on my mind, and just kind of writing for ourselves, I guess, at this point.
So do your kids all agree that they had the coolest dads?
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
And
Whether or not they know it yet or not.
yeah, they're probably
Yeah.
really young. Do you kind of fantasize that you'd be playing with your kids in a band one day?
That'll be pretty fun, yeah, for sure.
All the kids of the band members having
You
a
know
band.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're right. We'll try and do that, and they'll be like, yeah, it's so embarrassing, you know? Get out of here. Come on.
Well, you kind of wonder what the music they're going to be listening to.
Will it even be music, or will it be blips and blops and?
It'll be C's.
Who knows? Yeah.
Oh, well, not for long. If you
Yeah,
fall off
right,
the stool,
yeah.
you got a show to do.
Playing.
So, what sets C's apart from any of the other bands that you've been in?
I don't know. Nothing. It's just music.
Yeah,
It's the same. I don't know.
just another part of your
Yeah,
life.
exactly. It's just
Yeah.
a different variation of the same thing. I'm still playing guitar, still making wacky sounds.
You haven't,
but it's,
overtaken Chris and
No.
grabbed the mic.
No, but I've been forced to use the microphone on this tour. I think is different than the other tours, and no, I don't know. I guess it's just a different shape of what I've always been doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And for you?
I agree. It's just finding new ways to explore these ideas in your mind, so.
Well, we're along for the ride.
Exactly.
Yeah. Great to have you, Chris and Adrian. And I totally recommend. Do you like South American food?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, there's lots of beef. Well, no. Are you into greens? Are you guys vegetarian or
I don't eat a lot of beef, but I eat
Yes.
a lot of chicken. So.
chicken? Okay, so great restaurant just across the street. One of the best pizza joints just down the street. Vera, totally recommend
Okay,
it.
awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully they're open late tonight. Anyways, check them out. C's new album, Cursed.